Greetings, everyone. My name is Vince Nicholas. This is my sparkling wife, Carolyn Nicholas. Carolyn, please say hello.
Hello.
We moved to West Sacramento in May of last year, so 10 months ago, around. And we love to go out to eat. That's our thing. We like going to restaurants on the weekends and eating ourselves silly. That's what we love to do. We love to eat, much like much of humanity. So we're going to talk about our top 3 picks in West Sacramento restaurants, our favorites. The first one, it's pronounced Cocina Dona Chuyita. Now, can you guess what cuisine they serve, honey?
Mexican.
Correct. It's a Mexican restaurant. It's on Jefferson Boulevard. It's very close to us. Now, first, let's talk about the ambiance. How would you describe it? I would say non-existent. There's not much going on.
Church basement.
You know, I was the tables and chairs remind me of the church I went to when I was in 3rd grade.
It's like Sunday school, sort of.
Right. Like we used to have potlucks in the Sunday school room and sit on these chairs and eat off these tables. It's very basic. They're not out here spending. You're not walking into Zocalo in downtown Sacramento.
Right. But listen, with food like that, you don't need ambiance.
Right. They don't mess around with the decorations because they put all their effort, all their focus, all their love into their food. Now, you can't eat inside, but because of COVID, outside dining was the only option for a time. You can also eat outside. Now you can eat them both. Which do you prefer?
Outside.
Yeah, definitely.
I know Jefferson doesn't seem like a great road to eat next to, but it's kind of exciting.
Right. They don't exactly have a patio. It's sort of the sidewalk on busy Jefferson Boulevard.
Cars zooming by.
There's cars zooming by at 50 miles per hour. So while you're eating your chorizo breakfast burrito, you could get hit and die, and wouldn't that be exciting? But it does.
It's a good time.
It is a fun time. It gives you something to look at. It's not exactly great people watching like a Midtown Sacramento, but it keeps it exciting. I would say they're consistent and dependable.
Yes.
In terms of food, like I said, the ambiance, very little to none, and their ordering system seems not exactly down. Like they don't have a 80-page PDF in the back of procedure and process. Seems a bit chaotic.
Yeah, it's a little confusing.
And it's just like any restaurant. They got the Door Dashers. They got the people calling in for takeout. They got people they have their own website.
Yeah,
they have people walking in online orders. So there's a lot to manage. It seems they kind of don't have it all together all the time, but we love their food. So talk about your favorite dish there.
Every time we go there, I get the crispy tacos.
Correct.
Which is just your standard crispy taco. It's simple. It's delicious.
Yes. Let me read the description from the menu. Crispy taco. It's $2.99. Oh, by the way, in their menu, they have a section called On the Crunchy Side, which I enjoy. I'm all about that texture life, honey. So on the crunchy side, the crispy taco, $2.99. It's described, well, just lists the ingredients. Lettuce, tomato, onion, cheese, and S cream. Cream is literally what it says in the menu. Like
sour cream.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Okay.
Well, like S. Cream, S. Carter. That's Jay-Z's name, honey.
Oh. Okay.
And now the only issue you have. No, and the shell, they fry it, correct?
The shell is, it's a winner.
Right.
Yes.
That's
so it's crunchy, but it's also bendable.
Bendy. Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crunchy yet soft.
Right.
Somehow.
Chewy, malleable. Yes. And the crunchy part, the fresh fried shell puts it over the top.
Definitely.
Now, you have a problem because for some reason, you order things veggie.
This isn't specific just to Chuyita. I have this issue most places. Right. I don't want meat, but in the place of meat, I want beans.
Right.
And I never get what I ask for.
And our Mexicano friends who serve food at their restaurants seem confounded by this request. I don't get it either, honey.
I like beans, okay?
Chuyita makes fabulous grilled chicken.
Yes.
And what's their other one? Oh, the Dorado. Their Dorado tacos are winners too.
Every variation of pork I've gotten there has been delicious also.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cut down the amount of meat I eat in general. So if I've eaten meat that day already and we're going to Chuyita for dinner, I would like to get something vegetarian.
Okay. Well, again, I'm flummoxed. The Mexican restaurants we frequent are befuddled at this request. So sometimes they get things wrong. Sometimes you order it and they just get a puzzled look on their face. Like, who would not want meat? And I agree, but that's
I
a
often
personal
get
decision.
A taco that just has like lettuce and tomato and sour cream.
Right.
Sometimes cheese, sometimes not.
Right.
I take full responsibility for the confusion.
But when you do order with meat, you get grilled chicken.
I either grilled chicken or they have a pork that's like marinated.
Right.
Those are the two I go for.
It's very good. So your favorite dish is the crispy taco. Mine is the chorizo breakfast burrito. What I do to cut carbs and cut calories in general, and this goes for every Mexican joint that we go to, I always order the chorizo breakfast burrito. No potatoes, no cheese, because for the most part at taquerias, potatoes are just filler. There's nothing good about them. They're just soft, very little bland
It's
taste.
unnecessary.
Right. And the cheese is crappy.
It gets lost also. It gets lost in the mix. So
Yeah.
it's just extra calories.
Right. And cheese is usually greasy, cheap, poor quality cheese. So I cut the potatoes, I cut the cheese, and I order only eggs and chorizo.
That's all you need in a chorizo
Right.
burrito.
You want as few as possible layers between you and the chorizo as possible.
Give me the chorizo.
Correcto mundo. And that's what I get. And they do an excellent chorizo breakfast burrito. I would say when you order a chorizo breakfast burrito, you want the grease to be of an orange, thick, viscosity, dripping onto your hands at the bottom of your breakfast.
Orange.
Right, bright, nuclear orange, neon orange, and you want it dropping all over your hands and filtering and dripping.
Running down your forearms.
Right, running down to your elbow. You got to go home and take a shower after. And they do an excellent one. With the chorizo and eggs and tortilla. And you can rip off a little tortilla, cut you 50 calories. That's just a little tip if you're watching those pounds.
Hack.
Yes. And the big thing about them also, they're excellent Mexican cuisine. But what we've discovered there is that they have this, it's either a sauce or a salsa. We've seen it at one other place, at Gilberto's in Citrus Heights.
This is very rare.
Right.
You don't often come across the white sauce.
That when you find a Mexican place with the white sauce, they're not messing around and you're not messing around. You can stop messing around. Stop going around to all these other Mexican joints.
You found your home.
Right.
When you find the white sauce.
Right. Don't go out. Don't keep going to the club looking for your perfect mate. You have found the Mexican restaurant.
Lock it down.
Of your dreams. Yes, put a ring on it. But it's, and you, because at Gilberto's, you talked to one of the ladies there and she told you the ingredients, which are?
I can't remember exactly, but it's
sour cream. Yes.
Jalapenos.
Correct.
Carrots.
Correct.
That's
all we know. That's what she told you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like she seemed a little wary when I was asking her. Like I was looking for the family secret recipe, so I don't know that she gave me everything.
And confession is, well, I don't know how real we want to get here. What's the statute of limitations? But we used to go into Gilberto's, and they put it in the little plastic cups like ranch.
Yes. This was pre-COVID, so they had the little salsa bar out.
Right, self-serve.
Self-serve. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we would go in there and take 10 to 15 of these cups. Shh, don't tell the popo.
Because it's good on anything. You put that white sauce on anything, and it's fabulous.
It takes excellent, fantastic Mexican food to a whole nother level. And it's just so good. And so we found it at Gilberto's. It's at Chuyita.
Yes. And Gilberto's is Citrus Heights. So
Citrus
we don't
Heights.
go there anymore. It's too far.
It's too far. I used to live there. But I think we've seen it at one other place, but I can't remember.
I think it was
that place
Sal's.
that we drove down.
Sal's on.
Sal's, also a West Sacramento institution.
Yes. But it was very thick. There was practically just sour cream. Mm-hmm. But it's got to be thinner to be the sauce that we're describing.
Right.
And Chuyita is the only place around here that we've found it.
Yeah, it does it right. And so we love it. Now they put it behind the glass. It's like a jewelry store. You can't just take 20 cups of the nectar, we call it, the Chuyita nectar, that you have to ask for. And if you ask for 10 cups, they'll give it to you, but you don't want to seem like a glom there.
We also need to keep in mind that we have not been in West Sacramento pre-COVID.
Correct.
So the salsa bar and other types of things like that could be different in months to come.
Right.
So we shall see how it changes.
The top 3, which we've done 1 in 10 minutes, and we'll do the other 2 in another 2 shows, another 2 recordings. But Chuyita on Jefferson Boulevard. Your final verdict, any last words, thoughts, feelings, comments, reflections, honey, on Cocina Dona, that's with the tilde, Chuyita.
It's great, and I hope everyone gets a chance to go.
We love them. They're close by. They're a go-to. We've been there the most times in our 10 months in West Sacramento. Uh-huh. And like we said, they're consistent, they're dependable, and they do a fabulous chorizo breakfast burrito.
Fabulous tacos. Everything we've had there has really been great.
Very good, yes. So that's Cocina Dona Chuyita. And they have cool T-shirts.
They got merch.
Merch, yeah. Which I've inquired about, which they say they might have them on sale eventually. But hopefully I'll be able to get a T-shirt eventually. And I will wear it proudly. Okay, so that's it.
That's it. Go check them out.
Exactly.